Good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is John Paul Wright, and I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. Today, I want to talk about the possible Episode 9, Act 1 script leak, and I've also got some pictures here that don't look fake. They probably look real. You never know these days, but they look pretty good to me, so I'm going to assume that they are the pictures from the set of Episode 9. So before I get into the article, let me take a look at some of these pictures. Now, the first picture is just, Chewie, and a guy is riding kind of, I don't know, I think that's like a llama or some kind of horse with a costume. I can't really tell so well. And the theme I want to get into here is this interesting? Is this really getting people to want to know? And when you compare this to what happened with The Last Jedi, is The Last Jedi script leaks got so many views on YouTube and so much interest and comments, and everyone was just like so excited. Same thing with The Force Awakens. So, I mean, we know there's not so much excitement, but this just confirms it. I mean, I thought once actual stuff or heavy rumors started coming out, maybe excitement would raise a little bit, and I think excitement will raise once it gets closer. But this kind of just confirms that there is really no excitement, or very little excitement. Taking a look at this next picture, we see Poe and Finn. And this makes me realize that Rose might be in Episode 9, and she probably will be in Episode 9. The best we could hope for that, from my point of view, is that she pulls a Jar Jar, meaning that she comes in for the very first scene, but then just goes right away and shuts up and never comes back again. Just like they showed Jar Jar as a senator, then he just kind of nods and leaves, and that's that. So hopefully Disney will have gotten the message and Rose will be gone. Here's my personal wishes how they handle Rose. I hope that Rey is training in any way. Maybe she's throwing the lightsaber around for like projectile practice, or just swinging it around and she cuts Rose's head off by accident, and then she's just like, oh shit, I killed Rose. That would be kind of cool, kind of like the I shot Marvin in the face in the Pulp Fiction thing. That would be great. Or, even if Finn is having blaster practice and he just misses the dummy or whatever and blows Rose away, then she could say her cheesy line or something. She's like, oh, I got killed by the one I love, or whatever, have it be hilarious, and she just dies. So, alright, anyway, moving on, we have the next picture from the leaked pictures, you could say. And this is a Who Gives a Shit new character. Naomi Ackie plays the character, and who cares? The thing is, they need all the time they could get to showcase the original trilogy characters that they very, very poorly executed in 7 and 8, and they also need time to fix up Rey, Poe, and Finn to see if they could make something out of them at all. And, now that we mention it, Kylo Ren and Hux also need some time to be fixed. So, I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about the pictures, but they're interesting to see, they're pretty clear, and it just gives us a little idea of what might happen, who might be together doing what. So let me read a little part of this article. The leaks, including a major one from back in April, stressed that even some of the Resistance feel Kylo Ren has done nothing wrong and perhaps the time to fight is over. That can't be right. I mean, he pretty much chased them into like almost non-existence, right? He chased them and killed them until they were like just, a group of them left. He killed Han Solo. That's gotta be pretty much common knowledge. Han Solo was this famous legend in the galaxy, and I don't know, I figured people would know that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the First Order blew up those 5 planets in The Force Awakens. I haven't seen it multiple times, but I think it was 5 planets in that one scene. Kylo Ren was standing there, and 5 planets being blown up by the First Order must be pretty big news in the galaxy, and, for people to just be like, well, let's not fight that guy anymore. He was just involved in killing his father and blowing up 5 planets and whatever else, so that just can't be right. It just can't be. Alright. It seems Leia's plans are two-pronged. Rally the remaining rebels, but also find inflammatory evidence of First Order tyranny or reignite resistance. Wait a minute. Didn't I just say they blew up 5 planets? I mean, I guess they'd need evidence for that, but I don't know. Seems like people would just know that somehow, and it's not something we need in the story that people need evidence for. We can assume people found out the First Order did that. Alright, moving on, they have to take a shot at the prequels now. And this isn't quite a shill article, this is more of a news report, and they don't have too many strong opinions about what they think about 9, if it's going to be good, if it isn't, but, you know, they always got to take a shot at the prequels for no reason. This sounds thoughtful and interesting, but is it truly exciting? It's certainly more punchy than endless shots at the prequels. Endless Trade Federation shenanigans, what isn't? But is this really the stuff of filming 9, the greatest saga in cinema history? And that's exactly how it was written on the web. Those are not my typos. So, you know, that just shows what kind of people are taking shots at the prequels. People who can't really type or spell very well. And let me just be clear, I've stated a few times I like the prequels in, like, kind of just passing, but what I mean is the story, and mostly episode 3. I don't like 1 and 2 whatsoever. I pretty much hate 1. I wish they were different. However, I don't like people taking shots at the prequels to make it seem like, oh, you know, Star Wars has some mistakes, no big deal. It's happened before. It hasn't happened like this before. It was totally different with the prequels. Alright, let's move on. Let me read this last part. Fears that J.J. Abrams would repeat this Force Awakens pattern of almost too closely echoing A New Hope will be dispelled by the reported plot details of rebel alliances and secrets in the Outer Rim. But is this storyline what fans really want to see? Well, I mean, the Outer Rims isn't the storyline. It just depends on what happens in the Outer Rims, basically. And for me, I guess they kind of mean, like, will he copy Return of the Jedi now? Because A New Hope has already kind of been copied in Force Awakens. But the thing is, for me, at this point, I just want to see the right characters do the right things, even if the storyline kind of mirrors or follows Jedi a little bit. I just want to see the right characters in the right places. I don't want to see Rey kick everybody's ass. I don't want to see Rey, you know, coupled together with characters who fail and she succeeds to make her look better. You know, it's just gotta be good. Anyway, that's about all I have to say on this one. Hope you enjoyed those pictures. I didn't mean that. I'm sure you didn't enjoy those pictures. I mean, just enjoyed seeing something aside from text. And, you know, I don't think this leak is real. I know there's a couple of other sources out there. There's not just one article. But, doesn't feel right to me. Just feels like more non-news. And the point I wanted to make, you know, aside from some of my ranting just about the general stuff, is that compare this to when The Last Jedi hype came out. The script leaks got major views, major attention, major theory crafting, and now people are just like, you know, maybe it's real, maybe it's not, doesn't sound so good, and totally different. Community's growing little by little. If you'd like to subscribe, please click that subscribe button. Love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, we're done. I'll see you next time.